So you've most likely been hearing about the recent news about like Josh Duggar, who admits to molesting several young girls when he was 14. Um, Now, that number is at least 5 girls that we know of, and some of them were actually his sisters. Uh, Here's my problem with that. Right now, nobody's even concerned about the victims. They're all talking about, oh, the poor Duggars, oh, blah, 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 blah. Okay? But no one's concerned about the victims and the fact that this thing that happens to them when they were younger is now being rehashed and they have to relive this in their minds now. So someone needs to do something for the victims, okay? Um, Personally, I think that the Duggars should be sued. This is my opinion, that they should be sued, go take a civil suit, and, take it for everything they got, okay? But this is my opinion. But then again, here's where it gets stupid. The Duggars did not do anything about this for at least a year. Then what they did was they took their son to the home of a state trooper, who it turns out is now serving, I think it was like 56 years in prison for possession of child pornography. So, good job, Douglas. Great parenting skills there. Um, then what they did was they sent him to what they said was counseling, but what it ended up being was they just sent him off to a friend who was working on houses or some kind of housing project. So basically, he spent some time helping with building houses. Okay, that's not really sex offender counseling. I don't think it's going to work because you see, 14 doing for these 5 girls. I don't care how old he was. That's habitual. Okay, he's got 5 victims. Okay, that's a habitual thing. He's got children now too. I mean, hopefully he won't do anything to his own kids, especially. But this isn't something that he's done He did 5 times when he was younger. I don't. I honestly think that for his own sake, he needs to get some kind of counseling. Statute of limitations is up, so sure they can't do anything. They can't, convict him for it. Fine. I honestly believe that he needs to go to voluntary counseling so he doesn't do it again. Okay? If he does it again, people are watching him now who'll get caught a lot sooner. So, but the funny thing is that, one of the stupidest things was recently that, or I think it was like last year, when Fayetteville, Arkansas had a proposition on their ballot. I think it was it had to do with LGBT rights, and I think part of it was to allow transgender people to use the bathrooms that identify with their gender. So Michelle Duggar got on there and on a robocall and warned all the people in Fayetteville about, oh my God, the dangers of having transgender people. You got to get men dressing as women to go in and peek at you and your little girls and all this nonsense. And then, all the while knowing that her son had already done those things that she was accusing people of possibly doing in the future. So, you see how stupid, idiotic, and ridiculous that is. Okay? The Duggars are, first of all, and if you're a Christian, this is not an insult to you, but the Duggars are acting like the typical conservative right-wing Christian family who acts like they're righteous and better than you, because of their religion and what they believe, and like they're above you, and then they turn around and blame and make up problems that might happen, blame other communities, other people, and then all while they're involved in the same similar issue. In fact, if you see most of your very outspoken people that are very outspoken against LGBT rights, against homosexuality, things like that, your most outspoken people almost always have some kind of skeleton in their closet that they're trying to hide. So, if you want to see the article, it's over on our blog. Go and check that out. I'll have the link down below. But really now, the Duggars have become basically the laughingstock of television, and thank goodness that TLC has they've taken the show off the schedule. Hopefully they'll just cancel it. But they become the laughingstock of the Christian community, of basically laughingstock of America right now. And personally, I think that because of they can't prosecute Josh Duggar now because of the statute of limitations is up, I believe that his victims should be suing the Duggar family in a civil suit. That's my opinion. I think something needs to be done. Sue the Duggars, get Josh Duggar some counseling, make sure he doesn't do this again because he made a habit out of it, and who knows what? Who knows? I mean, I don't know. Who knows if anything else has happened since then? We don't know. If it has, he's got a serious problem, and he needs to be taken care of. He needs to be put into counseling to prevent it from happening again. So go and check the article out. It's over on our blog, and we'll talk soon. Have an awesome day. Bye.